Well, just a few hours last fall undid more than a century's worth of tradition in Lowville. That's when that big fire hit the downtown area.
But all's well that ends well, as they say, and that's the case with some of the burned-out businesses that have now risen from the ashes. Here's Newswatch 50's Julia Finley.
Looking around the brand-new Sherwin Williams store in Lowville, it's hard to remember the terrible fire last October that left it and many other State Street businesses homeless. But for manager Brian Olmstead, the memory is still very vivid.
We were walking up the street and people came up to us and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, Brian," and then we knew what had happened, or thought we knew. And actually our thoughts were, well, what do we do now, and like that.
But what may have seemed like a desperate situation at the time to the business owners whose stores used to stand on this very vacant lot turned out to be what many are calling now a blessing in disguise.
A lot of the customers that come in and see the new store, they said, well, it really worked out for the best, didn't it, Brian? And
Brian says the customers and the community as a whole are what enabled his store and other businesses like Urban Act Studios to pick up the pieces and move on after the terrible tragedy.
There isn't enough good to say about just the support we received from so many people right from the get-go. People were offering trucks to haul away paint, to helping us find places to relocate.
The new store on the number 4 road will celebrate its grand opening on May 6th. Reporting in Lowville, Julia Finley, Newswatch 50.
Community effort.
Cindy Green reporting.
Uncertainty is no stranger to the village of Lowville.
When fire destroyed half a block on the village's main strip, no one was sure what would have become of businesses that used to be there. Now 7 News reporter Teresa Fulcher shows us a store with a bright future thanks to the people in Lowville pulling together.
Last October, Lowville businesses and history burning. Still, no one knows what caused it, but the cause isn't what people who used to work here remember worrying about most.
Well, for me, the first thought train was obviously, gee, what am I going to do for a job? Again, once I got beyond that, we started looking at, gee, there's other folks involved in it. And then the community started, in a sense, gathering around.
After that fire, people living in Lowville wrote to Sherwin Williams, asking them to relocate. The result, this bright new store.
Thank you very much.
And a new job for Van Alstyne, doing the same old thing.
Thanks.
This is probably a better location, actually. A little more parking. Sure.
It's amazing. They have literally gone out of their way to track us down and find us for the product, but more because everybody knows everybody.
I've heard that these are just the ticket.
Now David's glad to go out of his way to show customers products. It's nice to sell a paintbrush or two, especially after you've picked up and brushed yourself off successfully. In Lowville, Teresa Fulcher, 7 News.
The new Sherwin Williams store is on number 4 road in Lowville. It's open Monday through Saturday.